after having discussed with him that he was going to be the guest on your trip, you decided to invite sister-in-law.
Right.
What did you girls cook up? Let me think. The girls cooked up that you would take her as your guest, but she wanted to go with her husband. So her husband would pay for himself. And then if you wanted to go, you would pay for yourself. That's what this deal is about.
Right. He needed to pay. The reason, Your Honor, in November...
I want to tell you something. I'm getting unsympathetic with you, Ms. Foreman.
Okay.
Well, I want to tell you why.
Okay.
So that you can tell me a story, but I want to tell you why, right up front. Because if you're dating someone and you're not sure if you're going to be together, so you're not sure of the relationship, then you say, listen, honey, instead of us worrying about what the relationship is going to be in March, I'm going to ask Sadie Glutz, you know, my old friend from high school, to go with me. So it'll just be a girl's time there.
Right.
And then I'll come back and we'll plan another trip, just the two of us if we're still together then. But that's not what you did, you see.
Well, they decided to go on the trip later on.
They?
Chris and his brother decided, after I had already selected Carol, because we did have a rocky relationship. He had left me and gone back to his ex for several weeks in November, which was when I was having to decide who I was going to take on the trip.
Ms. Foreman, that's what
Right.
So that even makes your position weaker to me. If he left you and went back to his old girlfriend, which he has perfect prerogative to do,
right,
and you had to make a choice during that time, I would not have selected his sister-in-law.
His sister-in-law and I are still very good friends, Your Honor.
Listen to me, you're very good friends with other people too. You understand what I'm saying
right.
to you. That holds on to him. That doesn't let go. You have parents?
I do.
Take your mother. You have a sister?
Yes, but
take your sister.
Yes, I could
you have
take
somebody else. You don't have to take his relative.
Right.
Because sticking around his relative right now is a way of sticking around him.
Right.
Us girls know that.
Right.
You know, you can cut off lots of people in your life, people that you've known forever, relatives. Some people cut off siblings. Some people even cut off mothers and fathers.
But I did care about him a lot.
It's real easy to cut off your ex-boyfriend's sister-in-law. A blink and you won't miss her. So hanging on to her is hanging on to him. Now you can tell me the story so that you know this is not a unique story.
Okay. Go. So in November, I selected his sister-in-law to go with me on the trip as my free companion because it was a trip.
Yes, I understand that. You don't have to start from once upon a time.
In January, Chris and his brother decided that they wanted to go with us.
Well, when did he leave his ex-girlfriend and come back to you?
That same month. She kicked him out, apparently.
What month?
In November. And he came back and was living at my house at that time. So we tried to salvage our relationship and stay together. And I had sold my house at the end of that month. And so at the end of December, whenever we were moving out, because of what had happened in November, I decided I didn't want to live with him any longer because I was concerned that we wouldn't be able to make things work. And so we decided to get our own separate places at that time. And in order to make amends on our relationship, he said, you know, let me and Channing, his brother, come along and we'll pay for our own trips. You know, we can make this work. And so that was kind of his way of getting back on my good graces with her.
No, ma'am.
Tell me about the conversation.
She offered to...
No, don't look down there. Look here.
I'm not. She offered to...
Not offered. I want you to tell me what she said.
She said, why don't you call your brother and see if he'd be willing to go with you. Ask him if he wants to go on this trip to the Dominican so that we can go as two couples.
Just a second. So she asked you to call your brother.
Yes, ma'am.
Your brother didn't say to his wife, I want to go with you on the trip.
Not
that
I'm aware of.
It was just the two girls going together.
I don't know that
And it was her suggestion that the two guys joined the two girls.
Yes.
Absolutely not. I said absolutely not.
Okay.
I'm a single mom of 2 kids.
Just a second. Just a second. Just a second. Can I have your sister-in-law's phone number?
Absolutely.
Great.
It is 573 7.
And her name?
Carol.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to ask Carol.
Okay.
I just want you to understand. I am going to ask Carol whether it was your suggestion or her husband's suggestion that the boys join you on the trip.
Okay.
You're going to tell me that it was the boys' suggestion that they join you on the trip, not the girls' suggestion that the boys join you on the trip. Do you understand what I'm going to ask her?
Well, okay.
No, I don't want to leave the bench for no reason, because that is going to really annoy me.
Okay.
Now, you had already invited the sister-in-law, so it was a girls' trip only.
Right.
And what I want to know is, was it the girls' suggestion that the boys come, or the boys' suggestion that the boys come?
I don't recall exactly.
Well, you do understand if it was the girls' suggestion that the boys come, I'm dismissing your case. You do understand that?
I do understand that, Your Honor.
Is this Carol? Carol, this is Judge Judy Scheinler. Carol, I have a question for you. You must know that I'm in the process of trying this case between Miss Foreman and your brother-in-law. And there is one question that I am going to ask you. What I want to know from you is, was it your husband and Mr. Albritton's suggestion that the boys join you, or was it your suggestion and Miss Borman's suggestion that the boys join you?